Hey everyone, just started the live like 30 seconds ago. Drop a comment, a number, whatever, if you're in the room or not. I've recently been. I'm going to talk today about lead magnets and why my current test. I'm going to share my current test, which is I use Go High Level for my lead magnet and my email list, and a lot of my funnels live there as well. But I've recently been testing this concept of a free school community, a public free school community, to potentially replace my lead magnet. So instead of driving traffic to a lead magnet, for example, and my lead magnet also, everyone, is a one-page Google document. It is the highest performing lead magnet that I've ever had, and it is the simplest one that I've ever had as well. It's a one-page Google document. It's pretty ugly, but it solves one specific problem that my audience has struggled with for a very, very long time, and I've learned this from them, right? So, I'm happy to talk about the lead magnets as well, but I what I'm looking at doing right now is instead of using a traditional funnel like a Go High Level or whatever you're using to capture emails and capture leads, I'm sending them straight to a free public school community, and I will show you that once we get enough people in here. Like I said, I just started the live, but once that, and I'll share with you the numbers as well, because the interesting thing is my and I drive all the traffic from YouTube, and I have and my email list. So typically, how I would get members onto my email list is I would make YouTube videos. Sometimes I would run Facebook ads to the lead magnet so that I could build my email list, and then I would have to nurture them, if you will. So I have to send weekly emails. I'll send anywhere from 3, 4, sometimes 5 emails per week. There's so much value in an email list. I just can't say it enough. Like, if you're not building an email list, like, you're losing. Every day that you're waiting, you're losing. You should, if you're going to start creating content anywhere online, especially YouTube, you have to get them off the platform very, very quickly. And just test different lead magnets, test different things that you think they might find valuable. And for those of you that are here, I basically have 3 rules for lead magnets that I follow that are very, very simple. And I teach this to all of my students, which is number one, the lead magnet has to be easy to get, right? It has to be really easy to get, meaning don't make a long-winded funnel to get something. So if I'm talking to you about my lead magnet and I say, hey, do you not know what business to start, right? I help people start online businesses. Mainly, I help people launch school communities that make money. But a lot of people are stuck with step number one, was I don't even know what the idea is. And I know that because they've told me over and over and over again on calls and in comments. So that is my lead magnet. And I make it easy to get. So they go to a one-page funnel that says essentially, okay, here's the thing you asked for. Give me your first name and your email address, and then click enter and you'll get it, right? And then they go to a thank you page, and the thank you page delivers the lead magnet. I also email it to them, but I also deliver it right there. I'm like, okay, click here for the thing and watch this walkthrough video. And a lot of people will watch the walkthrough video, but the lead magnet is literally a one-page Google document. It is the simplest thing that you could possibly imagine. And I will, if you guys want to see it, I will show you my lead magnet. I'll be happy to do this. I'll show you my landing page, and then what I'll do is show you, hold on, here it is. It's a workshop. I'll show you the landing page, and then I will, oh, hey, Future Focus. Thank you. Awesome idea. Welcome. So let me go to this. This is where right now my lead magnet lives. Okay. This is the skill to business formula. And so they're talking, they're either on YouTube watching a video or they see one of my ads. And my ad is there. I'm doom scrolling, right? So it's doom scrolling through Side Hustle Ideas. you've got something better, right? And then I just go through here. I have some text like, stop doing this, do this. Here's your first name. Here's the email. Get the thing. Yes, send me the formula. And then once that happens, they go to this page right here. Okay, so they click, they come right to this page, which is, I'm pretty sarcastic and I like to crack a lot of jokes, but I keep it light. Look, your prompts are ready, and I made you a video. So they watch the video, which walks them through the prompts, and then I reinforce what they just got. Okay, here's what you do. I also present the next step in the offer. So I actually present them an offer right here. But this is what they get, and to that first page that I showed you converts at 50%. So 50% of people that visit that page go get this thing. And it is literally 5 prompts and 1 Google document. This thing right here is the best lead magnet I've ever made. And I've spent weeks making pretty stuff in Canva and stuff that nobody ever wanted and nobody downloaded. And because I never even presented it because I thought it needed to be awesome. Like, this is about as pretty as I made it here, was the yellow and the green at the top. And this thing works. And people download it. I've had over 7,000 downloads on this thing. Like I said, and make it easy for get. So the rules of the lead magnet. Number 1, you got to make it easy for them to get, right? Number 2 is it has to be even easier for them to use. And I just showed you how easy it is to use. It's a 1-page Google Doc, copy and paste the prompts, and I have a walkthrough video. And then the third thing, and probably the most important, is it has to give the end user, or the person using it, has to give them a win in under 15 minutes. Like, people are looking for fast wins, and you use that and you will get your ideas. Like, my promise is you will have no less than 3 business ideas in the next 15 minutes if you follow the prompts. And that's the promise. Now, then I tell you not to go down the rabbit holes. I also present them with the next step. And the next step is to join. Now you have your business idea. The next logical step is, okay, well, what do I do next, right? Like, how do I actually put this idea together? And I encourage people to start a Skool community because it is the easiest thing to start. And this has just come after a long time of like listening to people say, well, the tech part kills me, and I don't know how to put all these pieces together. And I've just discovered that Skool is just an easy thing for people to start, no matter where you're at from an intelligence standpoint with technology online. Everyone's smart, but some people just get overwhelmed by the tech. Starting a Skool community, especially the $9 hobby plan, is one of the easiest ways to get started. That's crazy. 50%. Yes, it is crazy. Sometimes I surprise myself with that. But the reason that it's 50% is because I didn't guess. Like, I asked everyone what their biggest roadblock was. So you want to start an online business. What is the number 1 challenge? And then I would give them options, right? I would give them, I don't have money, because a lot of people think they need money to start a business, which is you don't. I need money. I don't know what the idea is. I don't know how to sell. I don't want to have to sell. I don't know what to sell. Like, I would give them a bunch of different options, and overwhelmingly people just don't know what to do. And they also have too many ideas. So that's why that's the lead magnet. So, okay. And if you're going to start a business, and specifically for me, I teach people how to use their existing set of skills and bring them to a Skool community. Right. So if you're good at something, from your 9 to 5, or, whatever it might be, you went through a life transformation, you take that knowledge that you've built up over a longer period of time. Because I typically work with people who are a little bit older. And by older, I mean like 45 plus is normal. And we have all this knowledge. We just need a way to package it up and reach people. And the Skool community is a really, really good way to do that. So I showed you what my lead magnet looked like now, and that page still lives. Like, I still get people onto that community. Now, here's what I do now, okay, which is I have a free Skool community, and I also have a public Skool community. And I'll tell you the difference between that here in just a minute. But I'm going to go and share my screen one more time. And this is a test that I'm running. And I'm just trying to see what works there. So I have 3 Skool communities. This is so I the skill to business formula are that's my prompts, right? Those are my prompts to pick your business idea. So what I did was I started a Skool community that does the same thing. Pick the right online business. Start the business that fits your skills the first time. I opened this Skool community in about a half an hour. I mean, because I've done this so many times before, and it's just very specific. Find the online business that fits your skills. Compare your best business ideas. Start fast with beginner friendly steps. And I've got 159 people in here. It's 100% free. And then I just talk about what we're doing here, right? And I tell all my members in Mindset School, I'm like, don't join this community because everything is in there. And then I have an image here that talks about why am I qualified to help you? Like, and here it is, created the skill to business formula. The thing I just showed you, used by thousands to find their best business idea, like the thing that was downloaded 7,000 times and converts at 50%. Now, if we go inside the community, the classroom's built out. I'm going to show you here in just a second here, but this is what it looks like for a member. So I only solve one problem in this community, and it's essentially these 3 videos here, right? Skool, how to pick your business. And I have all of these. I have a video here, a walkthrough video, and then I have all of these prompts that I want them to use, similar to the skill to business formula. And then I tell them, okay, after that, this is what you do next. You go here and you got to decide what you want to do. You're either going to do coaching, you're going to do digital products, or you're going to do courses. And then they go to the classroom, coaching, courses, digital products. And if they feel like buying me a coffee, then they can. Nobody has. That's a good way to monetize a free community. And then I just have this video from YouTube that I put inside the free Skool community that talks about why Skool is the best option. Don't start another side hustle. Start a $9 Skool community. All right. That's exactly what I do. That's exactly. I'm wearing the same shirt. I wear the same shirt a lot. I don't like to make a lot of decisions, but let's go in here and look at. And then this is a public community, so you can see inside. And the other thing about a public community is, and I'll just share this with you in a second here. I'm going to get off of here. Is the stuff inside is searchable. So if I go to settings, and you can see here that this group converts at 40%. So not quite the 50% of my lead magnet, but pretty darn close. Like for a free community, the average Skool communities across the entire platform, they convert at about 20%. So if 100 people come, 20% join. Right now I'm sitting at 40%. And in November, we added 30. I started this on November the 25th. November, we added 30. And then in December, 115. Now, a lot of the ads came from that video I showed you, like the $9 video, the side hustle video. That one did really, really well and brought a lot of members to my free group. It brought a lot of members to my paid group as well. And then so far in January, 22 new people have joined and 3 people have left the group, or sometimes I have to kick people out because you get a lot of bots. But pretty good on the conversion percentage, and it's free. And I don't think I'm going to flip it to paid ever because I have a community. This is only to solve one specific problem, which is what business do I even start? And then I present them. And the reason that I like this community, that I like this format, is because you actually have a community aspect of in here. So I can make posts and people can comment, and then I can go in the DMs here and chat with them. And I can say, hey, look, you're probably ready for the next step. Go over here to the next group. Go check out Mindset School where you get more support. And a lot of people have converted and gone to the paid community. It just happens faster. I've done no one-to-one calls in this group. I haven't gotten on calls with anybody. I'm just helping them solve this problem, and a percentage of people have gone to the paid community, which is Mindset School, this MS right here button, which is where and I'll show you what that looks like here right now, which is my community where I help people build a Skool community that makes money. So this is the next logical step for them. And I do a little bit more in here, right? I get on calls with people. I actually teach you how to build the entire Skool community. So that's what I'm doing. Hey, Jackie, what's up? That's what I'm doing with the free community. Now, I will just say that there's a couple of, and I'm probably going to make a YouTube video on this because somebody asked me in the Schoolers platform what I use for email. And I said, I use high level, but I go high level, but I also had the free Skool community. And I'm using that to build an email list. So let me just go back to this really quickly here. So I'm going to share my screen. I want to show you why building a free community, a public school, and that the reason that it's public is because of this. So if I go down here to general, and I have it to public, anyone can see who's in the group and what they post. Content is discoverable by search engines. So meaning Google, right? And then AI too potentially can recommend your free Skool group. So that's exactly why I have it as public. Most groups are private. Most groups are private because they don't want people, they don't want people to see what's inside. They want to protect the members. But mine's public. And it's intentional because I want people to be able to see in, and it's discoverable by search engines. Now, what does that even mean, discoverable by search engines? Well, before I do that, I'll just say, like, if I do a post, so this is the cool part about a Skool community and building an email list. So I have 159 email addresses. Like, everyone has to give me their email address. But if I go in and post, so I go, here's Brian's post, and then I type, whatever. This is the body copy. And I can put a video in here. I can do a poll, which is huge. I can do a GIF. I got to select a category. And then once the post is done, I can click this green button here. Now, what this is essentially saying is that I can send an email out every 72 hours to all 159 members, and they'll get the email. And a lot of the times I'll do like a Loom video, and then I'll do a post, and that gets them back into the community, or at least it gets delivered to their email address. And you can do that once every 72 hours. Skool is a very trusted domain, so they have a super high deliverability rate. So you're going to get seen. You can't see the screen share? Stephanie, you can't see the screen share? I can see it. Can you guys not see the screen share? The screen is black. That sucks. All right, let me do it again. You can't see me either? Now I can. All right, let me do the screen share again. Thanks for that, guys. I appreciate it. Back. All right. Let's try that again. All right. Tell me if you can see the screen. There might be a little bit of delay here. I am using YouTube Studio, which I normally use. You can see me. But you can't see the screen? That's stupid that you can't see the screen. What's the whole point? You can see it. Okay. Awesome. All right. Let's try that again. Let me go back. We can see the screen. Thank you. Thank you, Stephanie. All right. So going back, email. I have 159 members in here. One of the things that you can do, and I have 159 members, and all of them have their, I'm going to go back here and go back to the about page and just show you what happens when people join the group, right? So they click join group, and they have to give me their email address. They have to tell me how they heard about me, and then I should just say this one question, which I copied from somebody else, and a lot of people are using this. If I gave you a magic wand, what specific problem would you solve first? And some people get really cute with their answers here, so I might change this, but they tell me like, hey, I want to know what business to start, or I want to stop overthinking, or whatever it is. And all this data gets saved, and you could download this into a CSV file, and you could upload it into ChatGPT, and you could say, hey, where's everybody coming from? What are their pain points? And you get enough people in here, and they're telling you what everybody wants. This is how you build an offer right here, is by getting this data. But I get the email address, and I'm able to email everybody. I actually upload them all into my Go High Level list, and I can send them emails. And again, I can tell them about my offers. Like, hey, a lot of people, when I raised the price to Mindset School, joined from here because they were in this group, and they just see me posting in here, and they're like, okay, I'm ready for the next step. Okay. So let's go to the email section. So if I go in here, Brian's post, I'm making a post, right? I'm actually not going to post this, but I can just show you what it looks like. And then you have your body copy in here, right? You can tell them about, I've got this story to tell you, or whatever it is, right? And then you can do a video. So you can add a Loom video. I do a lot of Loom videos because it integrates nicely here. So you can put a YouTube video, a Loom video, or you can do native hosting. So you can just drop a video in here. I use Loom. It's really easy. And then a poll. So you can add a poll. I'm going to cancel that. Oh, whoops. I'm going to go back to that. So post, body. And then when I click this button right here, admins I can send an email to everyone. It'll say, you can send an email to all 159 people. So this goes as an email to your group. I can't do it because I just did it. I got to wait 21 hours. But this allows you to send emails right as posts if you want to. And I do this periodically. And one of the things that I just did is, so when the classroom was ready, I made a walkthrough video of the classroom. And I said, okay, hey, the classroom's ready. Go in there and look at everything. And I emailed this to everyone, so they got it. And the reason that you use the email function is not everybody is always active on Skool, right? You can see right now that in this group, there's 159 members. Well, only 6 of them are actually online. So when I send the email out, this drops into everybody's inbox, and that can bring them back into the group and they can engage. Now, you don't want to do this all the time. You don't want to wear this out. One thing I do want to show you is how I validate offers. So I do this with everything. Like, I don't make stuff unless people say that they actually want it. And here's a recent poll that I did inside of the group. And I'm saying to everyone, using this, now remember, this is a public Skool community. So this is an actual URL. This becomes a URL, the title, using a Skool community to validate an online business idea. I'm trying to rank for online business. And I do, and I'll show you that in a second. But I'm saying, okay, look, when I open the group, I was trying to do this thing. The problem was simple. What online business should I start? And then I say, okay, fast forward to today. Here's what happened. 155 members, 37.7% conversion, mostly through YouTube and email. This group is the lead magnet. This group is the email list. You don't have to do any funnels. Like, this is what I'm trying to show people. Like, you don't have to do any funnels. You can just do this, and you could build an email list. And I would have said, hey, would you want to learn how to do this? Right? Would it be helpful to you to see how exactly I used a public Skool community like this as a lead magnet, a way to gather the right people, a place to validate ideas before building products, which is exactly what I do, and an audience you actually own, and then a clean path to flip to paid, because that's what everybody wants to do. They want to make money on Skool. This post is me doing what I teach. So I'm showing them. So while I'm doing it, I'm saying, hey, look, this is what I do. I have an idea. I'm validating it. If there's interest, I'll put something together on what it's going to look like, either a small paid resource inside the classroom or a paid tier. Likely it would be this. I would just put something in the classroom, be like, here it is. This is how much it is. Go get it. And then I say, if you're already in Mindset Skool, don't vote. You already have access to this stuff. Because a lot of people might not be ready for Mindset Skool because it's $49 a month there, and they just might not be ready. They might not be ready to go from free to paid, and that's totally fine. So then I give them options. Yes, that would be helpful. Yes, but I want it simple. Everybody wants it simple. Maybe, no, other, leave in the comments. And then I'm just not going to show the comments, but actually doesn't matter because you guys can all see it. It's public. And this is what it was, 37%. And people are voting. And when I get votes, I want this to be like 10. So right now I got 4 yeses, 5 yeses, and 1 no. And then that's it. That's not enough votes for me to move on this. I would want to see more data. Somebody just asked me that on a one-to-one call, like, how much data do you need to see? And I want to see a lot more data. I have a free group and tier set up. Yep, Stephanie, we can see the screen. I'm just looking at some comments here. I collect emails through my funnel. How do you see your collected emails through Skool? Okay. I really can't show you that because I don't want to show the emails, but here's what you do. So you would click on members right here or up here. And then you would see the members list. Actually, let me just do this. I can't do this because it's live. I just can't do this. So you would click here or there. And then when you click on the member list, there's going to be a button right here that says download. And then you would be able to download the list of members to a CSV file. Then you could upload that to your, to whatever you use, right? And you would want to do that periodically anyways. So for those of you who have free Skool communities, paid Skool communities, you absolutely need to be downloading that file frequently. Like once a month, once a quarter, make sure that you get everybody off the platform, because you just never know what's going to happen. You just never know. Like the site could crash. You could lose. Your account could get banned. Like I have no knowledge of them doing that, but don't leave it there. Get it off. Like even if you have, like I have a big email list on. I have a big email list on High Level. I've probably got about 7,000 names on there, and I've deleted a bunch. Like I take all that list off of High Level, and I put it on a external hard drive. Like I'm not messing around. I don't want that stuff is money. I can't lose that. So if you have an email list somewhere and it's uploaded into, make sure that the list is protected. You don't want to lose that. Does that answer your question, Stephanie? I hope so. Yes. So as you can see, I've got the Skool community that converts 40% right now. It's ranged anywhere from like 35 to 40%. You will figure it out. You will definitely figure it out. Just click the member button and you'll see it. You know what? I can show you again. I just wanted to make sure that because I can't show people's names. So let me do this. All right. This is cool. I can do this. All right. Let me show you this. So let's go to share it again. Stephanie, if you're still here. So this is the member. Like I click this, members are up here at the top, and then you're going to see right here. These are all the active members. And then you would click export. Click export, and it would download the CSV file to your laptop. Right? That's how you do it. You're getting black screen again. YouTube Studio is dumb. All right, I'll do it one more time. How about now? I can see it, just FYI. I have a bunch of integrations between Skool and ConvertKit using Zapier. Yeah, I use Zapier too, but I just use it with High Level. Okay, so Stephanie, right here. So right here is the button, export. And then this will download all the information. So it'll download the email list, and then all those questions that we ask, it will download those as well onto a spreadsheet. And then what I like to do is upload that information periodically. And I put it into AI, and I just say, hey, tell me what you see here. Like, where are people coming from? And what are they talking about? Like, what are they saying they need help with? And then that's the stuff that I can create. It should also be known that when I started that community, there was really not much in the classroom at all. A lot of people, when they start Skool communities, they think that, well, I've got to have all this stuff inside the classroom. Otherwise, nobody's going to want to come. And I can just tell you that's 100% incorrect. It's 100% incorrect. The community is the lead magnet, and the promise to help them with something is the lead magnet. Like, that's enough. My classroom, I built that out probably a good month before I might have had 100 members in there before I built anything. I had a couple of videos in the Start Here course, and then I started building it out. And I told them, I just said, hey, look, just bear with me. I'm just getting this thing started and I'm going to help you with this. And no one complained about it. And also, it's free. So it's not like I was charging them money for it. But when I did that with Mindset School, my paid community, when I started that back in April of 2025, I did the same exact thing. I have a video that just came out earlier today, and it shows you how I built that using a waitlist strategy and running Facebook ads and email. But I told them I didn't build my first course. It was like 16 days after I opened up the group. And I used that same thing, like that poll that I showed you, where I validated the idea of it first before I launched it. And I did that because it was a paid group and I didn't want to build something else that nobody wanted because I had done that so many times. Like, don't make stuff that people did not ask you for directly. People asked me for Mindset School, or they just said yes. I was like, hey, I've got this idea. I know, I think it's something of value. I think that people are challenged with it because I've heard it for a while. So I'm going to build a Skool community and try to help you with it. Is that something that you would want? And then I made them join a wait list. And I said, well, okay, when I get people on the wait list, 25, I'll launch the group. And I explained the whole thing. I said, I don't even know what's going to be in there. You're going to help me build it. And let me tell you, it was ugly. The Skool group was ugly. Like the image on the about page was hideous. The name wasn't even Mindset Skool. It was a different name. Like, I changed so much in there, but it worked. And now we're up to 287, I think. What's Mindset Skool up to? Yeah, we're up to 286 members. And everyone starts at zero. So, and I started at $5 per month. And now we're at $49 per month. And now I have tiers. Like, when I started my Skool community, there were no tiers. It was free or paid. Those were your only two options. There wasn't any of this, one-time fee or, freemium. Like, none of that stuff existed. You had a free group or you had a paid group. And a lot of people had both. And that's what I had. I had a free group and I had a paid group. And I didn't like that model. I really didn't like that model. But now, knowing what I know, I like the free group as the lead magnet, right? And then it's the same thing. So instead of emailing them, which I still do, I still email people, like, don't get me wrong. It's just, this seems to be a lot more effective and faster, especially for me, who I'm helping people to build Skool communities and they're already on Skool. So it's a nice flow. Like, I get leads from YouTube, I get leads from Skool, and I get, my email will also join as well. But the largest spike came from the YouTube channel. What do you guys think? You have any questions on that? You thinking about a free Skool community? What is your name? Say Dasserin. I know I'm butchering your name. Sorry. What type of business do you have? What's your school about? Guys, tell me what your school's about if you have one. If you're still here. It's funny. You guys have different, some of you use your name, but some of you have names that I know, but I don't know who you are. Like Future Focus. I see you on my YouTube videos. Are you in one of my communities? If you're here, who's in Mindset Skool? So you guys use different names. Mine is for healing with food. Jana, what's up? Stephanie, I see your name a lot. Yeah. I'm going to look you up. Just so I know. Like, I've seen your name. I'm like, I know. Oh, yeah. Okay. I swear I saw your name. When I saw that, I was like, I know you. You probably commented on one of my videos. So thank you for that. So you're doing a I did a challenge this month. I want to start charging for the next one. I did the first one free. Challenges are big, especially right, at the beginning of the year, but challenges work really well. I have not run one in my group yet. It's just not something I'll probably ever do, but I see people having nice success with them. How long is your challenge going to be? I'm helping somebody run a fitness challenge, and his is 30 days. Yeah, like I said, I've seen that exact handle, which is very, what you're getting. Morning cleanse, 50 to 60 leads a month. Nice. What are you using? 5 days, that's great. I won't share it, but I'll just look at your about page if you don't mind. I'm looking at your about page. Very clear. One of the things I had a call with, so if you guys are, for those of you who are here and you have school groups, I mean, like the best thing that you can do for yourself is on your about page. You have YouTube and Facebook. I love YouTube. YouTube's probably the best thing. All right. You want me to share? All right, I'll share. This is good. So I'll do like hopefully you guys can see it. I would love for you to share. All right, then I will share. I'm going to wait until everyone says they can see it because I know people have been saying that they can't see it, like the screen's black. So make sure that you can see. If you guys want to, this is good. Can you guys see that, or is it a dark screen? Yes, can see it. Okay. This is, well, for some of you, this is going to be repetitive, but whenever I go to an about page and I look at a lot of these, and the first thing that I understand about about pages is nobody reads them. They scan them, right? So I'm looking at this page and my eyes are looking at images and I'm seeing the morning cleanse. Like, this is good. I'm looking at this image. It's like, okay, there's a challenge happening. Here are the dates. Like, I'm probably going to stick around here. If I'm interested in this, I'm going to stick around because I know what's happening. Like, I know what this is about, right? There's a challenge and there's a morning it's called the morning cleanse. It's very clear. And then I may or may not read this, but I might go to the videos, what I eat in a day. I'm not going to watch that. So this is good. And you've got inside the classroom, super awesome. I do the same thing. You've got inside the classroom and then more inside the classroom. So you're showing what's inside. And then this is a 20-minute video. Okay. 6-minute video. I would say that most people don't watch videos, but some do. They probably just join the group, right? Because they know you, they came from Facebook or they saw you on YouTube. If you know your body is meant to heal, but you're not sure where to start, this community is for you. All right. I like that. I like that. If you know your body is meant to heal, but you're not sure where to start. Okay. I would just ask, one of the things that I like is in the first line, and look, if you're converting, what are you converting at? Like, what does your page convert at? Stephanie, what is your conversion percentage normally? I'm just waiting for her to answer before I continue. Because I never want people to change their about page if it's working. Like, I just want you to drive more traffic to it. All right. So you're doing well with the conversion. Like, I probably wouldn't touch that. Here's what's going on that's good that I like visually is she's using the same emojis or bullet points. Like, one of the things I can't stand is when people use different emojis because nobody looks at that. Nobody looks at the words. They just look at the emoji. So now that the tomato is out of the way, I can see free recipes, free morning, free 9 to 5, group coaching, guest speakers. The only thing that I play with is this line right here, which is what happens after the 5-day challenge, right? The reboot challenge. Like, I come in here and what occurs? And it might say that in here. Yeah, this is where a lot of folks need a little bit of work, which is what is the actual end result when I walk in here? They have to sign up for my email list. I send people that through and think it's cool. Okay. Yeah. So in your situation, most people are already, this is important for everyone to understand is that, and I confirmed this on multiple calls last week within my groups, which is nobody reads this. They make the decision before they come here. So for my groups, largely people have already made the decision to join before they come in. And that includes my paid group too. Like 80% of the people said, I already saw you on YouTube. I was already sold. And I just came in here. I might have read the headline just to confirm. And I joined the group. But that just proves that people don't read the text. And they definitely don't watch the videos as much as you might think they do. Those they do work, but this is really important. Like reboot challenge and then the morning cleanse. So I like big hero images. I can just I'll go back to mine real quick. I'll just switch over to mine. Mindset School. It's like, what's happening straight away when you get here. Like this is what draws people in, and they're going to be like, this is for me or not. Like if it's not for me, I'm going to leave. If it is for me, then they're going to stay, and maybe they'll look at the testimonials. Maybe they'll watch this. These two slides are testimonials. One's a slide and one's a video. All right, a video testimonial, which works very well. These are slides. This is me doing a walkthrough video of the community, me just walking through like, okay, here's the calendar, here's the calls, here is the courses. And then, like I said, I have the Build Your School course in here just to show that it's in there. And then I just make a line, first line. This is for people who are done paying for programs where the founder disappears. This is also something that I'm testing because I'm hearing this a lot. Because I hear like, hey, I joined these groups and the owner's not there. Like the founder's not there. And that's like, that's big and bold for a lot of people, but I like to pick a side. When I'm doing my marketing, I like to stand for something and I like to pick a side. And I usually like to go against the grain. Like I'm very anti-guru. I'm very anti-marketing, like the conventional marketing. And I like to really speak people's pain points very, very loud, so that I'm attracting the people who also want to be on that side as well and not trying to help everybody, right? So very, very specific. Like I have my own style and it's like, this is the person I want. I want the person who is tired of spending, $5,000 on a course and they get left hanging with no support. Like that's who I want. Actually, my ads say that. They literally say that. And sometimes it works really well and sometimes it doesn't, but you got to be testing stuff. But you always want to have that opening headline and not trying to tell the entire story of what's in the group on that one page. Like if I can just go back to this and I will, and hopefully that was helpful to you, Stephanie. You're doing a great job. I wouldn't touch a thing except for that. I would just look at that first line. Like what do your clients say when they're done with the cleanse? Like that's what I would want to see at the end of it. I forget what I was saying. So I just want to get to this point right here. Like there's so much more that happens inside of Mindset School. Like you're thinking to yourself, why is it called Mindset School when he builds a school community that actually makes money? Well, because it wasn't that, it was something different. It was where overthinking ends. That was my old, you can see it right here on this video. If I zoom in, where overthinking ends here. It was different. We help busy professionals beat fear. This wasn't that long ago. Like I just changed this because this became the thing, because everyone was, and for other reasons too, mainly because I'm at this price point right now. And Mindset's hard to sell at $49 per month. But trust me, a lot of what goes on inside this group, oh God, blind again. Okay. Boo. No, you're welcome. My pleasure. I know I'll see you around on Skool. I want to make sure I got all of the details here. Yeah, but challenges work really well. 20% plus is a great conversion percentage. Like there's not much I would really recommend with that except to get more traffic. And you could always convert better, but sometimes the conversion percentage is deeply impacted by where the traffic is coming from. And it varies every single day. So you have a vision. That's good. That's good. It's important to have one. And you said, all right, so let's look at, are you ranking on, are you ranking on, sorry, search inside of Skool? That's great. You have 55 members and it's been 2 months. What is your normal traffic look like? Like, what are you getting to the about page? Monthly, weekly? I have to look. Stephanie, you gotta know how many people are coming to your about page. That's really important. That's the thing I look at every single day. So for those of you who are in here that have Skool communities or are interested in that, like that's the number one thing I look at every day. Like I just gotta know, I have to know how many people are coming and how many people are converting. It's everything. And I make it visible because if I don't get enough traffic, then I don't have anything. I don't have a business. I can't make the rest of it work. So that's always top of mind. Like this, what I'm doing right now live is this is doing two things. Number one is I'm trying to get traffic. Like let's be real. I'm doing. I might not know. You know, you might have to look. Yeah, I'm looking to get traffic. Like this is one of the things that I teach is you have to be known. You have to be known, and going live is a great way to connect. It's almost like you're doing a live call. Like YouTube videos are good. Also, from what I'm hearing and from some of the research that I'm doing, like this is becoming that much more valuable again, like going live because people are tired of all the AI videos and they actually want to see a real human being talk and connect. So this type of thing is, I mean, I built my entire, when I first started out, I was doing TikTok lives. That's how I got my first coaching client from doing, I did TikTok live for 30 days straight for 60 minutes each time. And I landed my first ever coaching client from that, which seemed a bit crazy, but now it's not because there's a lot of buyers on that platform. And now I do it here. I don't do it as much as I used to, but I definitely do it here. And I see the benefit and I see the value. And one of the strategies behind a live is you just show what you're doing. Like Stephanie, for you, if you ever went live on YouTube, it's like show inside your Skool community. I do them in a lot of my videos. Like just show, I've been doing it on this live. Like I showed the free community. I showed that. Now the mistake I made is I didn't link it. I didn't link either one of the communities, right? I didn't say, hey, if you don't know what business idea to pick, go to the free community. I have not done that. So yes, we all make errors and I just made one. How do you find out how many people are coming to your page? I shall show you. Hopefully the screen will not be dark. You've been showing your Skool page. That's great. You get a gold bar. Let me know if you can see this. Yeah, this is one of the best ways that you can demo your product. Okay, so you go right here to settings. Okay, your metrics are always going to be, and it's going to, your dashboard is going to come up. And then you click on the conversion percentage. So for a free group, if you're freemium, you're going to have other stuff in here, but for every group, you're going to have this. One, you're going to have members and then conversion percentage. So you just click on that, and then this is where your traffic comes from. So I launched this group. This is in December here, but this is, I got this, the green bar says how many members came, visitors for that day, and then conversion rate percentage. So this is a daily view that one day I had 0. That's unacceptable. And I don't promote this group and this is all relative to, this all comes from YouTube or search. So I'm more concerned about the paid group. But when my YouTube videos are doing well, that's when you see the green bars coming up here. So I had one a few weeks ago that did really well. So this was a lot of traffic. I was getting a lot of traffic and converting high. And then I send emails out or people find me on Skool. So that's how you find it. Can see it. Yes. Yep. By the way, guys, I'll just put so I'll put the links to both communities in the chat because that would be dumb if I did not do that. So that's the free community, 100% free to join. And if you want to join Mindset School, then I'll put that link in there. Well, I have a 7-day free trial on Mindset School. And inside Mindset School, I will get on a one-to-one call with you. That includes during the free trial, which means you can get on a one-to-one call with me and leave, which people do, believe it or not. But that's the environment that I created. And the reason that I do that is because I'm confident that if I have the right person and I help them on the call, that they'll stay. What did I want to show you? So one of the things that I will look at here is Skool. So if you go to skool.com/discovery, if you're ever looking for inspiration for a community, like if you just click discover community. So if you go to skool.com/discovery, hopefully you guys can you guys can see this. You set up a one-to-one yesterday and you just start getting paid. Yeah. Oh, so you probably saw one of my posts on Skool where I talk about doing one-to-one calls. Yeah. That was it. That's where we were talking. I remember now. Good. They work. Trust me, they work big time. So this is Skool discovery, right? So if I wanted to do, if I had an idea to start something, I was just talking to somebody about this and I just said, okay, I like to teach yoga. So I would just search yoga and then, go back to this one. Yep. And then all these groups pop up for yoga. I don't know why calligraphy school is popping up for yoga. That's strange. But this is what happens on Skool, guys, is people will come to skool.com discovery. They get lots of visitors every single day that come here and look for groups. And if you show up under yoga, like you're just going to get a lot of traffic that way. And like if I type in, this is why the public Skool community is that now it doesn't matter if your group is public or private to rank here. It doesn't make any difference. The public group is for ranking off of the platform. So I typed in online business and let's take a look here. So I scroll and all these businesses or all these groups are here. There's a School of Mentors guy. Let's go to page 2. I used to be on page 1 when I first started for the free Skool community. Where am I? There I am right now. There, pick your online business. And this was intentional. So I wanted to rank for online business. So it's like online business is the title. Online business is here. It's everywhere. So when you're going to, this is something that I would definitely consider doing is, if I wanted to, let's do cleanse. Let's see if you show up, Stephanie. All right, you're not on page 1. That's okay. Maybe you're on page 2. You can look at some different keywords to try to rank here because people will come in and look. This is another way to get traffic. So I'm going to go back to your group and do morning cleanse. There you are. Do you know that this is you're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're 5th in search. So you probably get members from Skool. You have to upgrade to get the one-to-one call. It's my $22 premium tier. Okay. Yeah, good. Anybody taking you up on that yet? So you can see here, ranking is important. Now, has nothing to do with discovery on Skool, which is if you go to the different categories. So if I go to hobbies, then these are the top 30 these are the top 30 in the category. Oh, you set it up yesterday. Okay. Oh, make sure you remind your members that it's there. I had one of my members who set up her tiers and she posted about it and she forgot. She forgot. So she reminded them and then um, two people signed up straight away for premium tier. So use search. Like if you're looking for something and like, hey, I'm really good at woodworking. You know what's yeah, let's do woodworking. But you can just go in here and search and see what's happening. And one thing I want to make you guys understand is that if you see a bunch of woodworking Skool communities, like there's already a bunch. I can't do that. That's saturated. Like that's nonsense. I can tell you that you can go in and click on some of these. And if you click through the owner's name right here, I'm not going to do it for this guy, but I don't know him. You'll be able to see how much I have. You will literally get to this page right here, which is the profile. And if they don't have a bunch of green bars in here, then you're looking at an owner who's not active. And that's what I love about Skool is that all that stuff is visible. This tab right here, you'll get right here. So all that stuff is visible when you can see my profile is built out. I've got my links. People know what I'm doing. They see that I'm active. So that's really important to have your profile built out with your links and to make sure that you're active on the platform. I need to send an email out. Yeah, 100%. Send emails out. I'm having a price increase today on my premium tier, and it goes up tomorrow. And I've reminded them today. I've been reminding them all week. And I had somebody sign up, and I'll remind them tomorrow too, before 8 o'clock. And a lot of people wait until the last minute to do stuff. They just do. But that's great. You're working it. 55 members in 2 months. That's good. Are they talking in there? Are they getting wins? Guys, I'm going to go for like another 3 or 4 minutes, and then I'm going to wrap up. Approaching an hour here, which is great. I appreciate you all sticking with me. I just decided to randomly go live today. You're quite welcome. It is fun. And it's not that hard to do either. So lives are really helpful. You know, you're not going to necessarily. I remember I was having a price change several months ago, and I went live for like 3 hours. I think I got maybe 6 or 7 people that signed up. It was a long 3 hours. Also, I will say this before I wrap up. If you are looking to monetize your YouTube channel, like get the 1,000 subscribers and the 4,000 watch hours, live sessions count towards watch time. So if you have people in here for an hour watching, that counts for each person. So that counts for watch time. So it's a great way to grow your channel. There's a lot of YouTube creators that swear by live sessions. That's how they get a lot of subscribers and build their channel, because they're going live and they do it on a cadence, like every single week. Maybe I just do random lives because I'm kind of all over the place, but not in my group though. In my group, I'm very scheduled. I have all the calls are the same. I don't really do random lives in my group, but yeah, I mean, for a couple of reasons. Number one is you can, like what I just said, you can grow the channel, and then you also can develop the connection with the members, right? Like I would just ask you bluntly, like we're talking on Skool, we're going back and forth in the comments, and now all of a sudden you're hearing me talk. You don't get that level of interaction when you're just going back and forth in comments. So think about how your audience might perceive that, whether they're seeing you, on they're watching a video, and now it's like, okay, it's live, and it's like this is a real human being, and it's not like super polished. This is one of the reasons that I don't make my videos super polished, is because this is how I am in real life. Like, I stumble over my words, I don't do everything perfectly, and this is how I make a lot of the videos in my group as well, where I'll just do a one take Loom video. I'll do screen shares. I do exactly what I just did with you. And sometimes I have to reel myself in because it's like I go off on tangents, right? So yeah, and it's real. And some people will appreciate that and some people won't. But at least they know. Yeah, one take. Although, look, I'll be truthful. Sometimes it's three takes. Sometimes I'll be doing a Loom video and I'm trying to do one take and I lose my train of thought. And I don't, rather than go edit that part out, I just redo the whole thing, which is silly. You just can cut it off. You can just cut it out. Anywho, all right, everyone, super appreciate it. We'll have a light follow me. And yeah, you got a light fall on you. Oh, you got to redo that. Yeah, I often say like the outtakes. If you could see my outtakes, that would be like a movie. But that's the beauty of doing this stuff. It's comical. Oh, that reminds me too, because I remember once I was doing, because I normally will go through I used to do my lives through my streaming device. And instead of YouTube Studio, which I'm using now so that I can record it, so that I get the live and I can edit it. But I had done that, and then I went to go do an actual YouTube video, like a one that I would edit for the channel, and I forgot to turn the live button off. So I was doing the YouTube video while I was live streaming, and I was cussing up a storm, and I was messing it up, and with the whole thing, and I finally looked, because I went and I looked, and I'm like, why is there a chat? And then I realized I was live the whole time. And I cut it off. So that was pretty funny. Oh yeah, it was crazy. I don't know. And I know somebody saw it. Nobody ever fessed up and said, yeah, I saw you doing that. But they got some good outtakes, because I kept having to redo the hook, because I do the hook part. I do the opening part like 20, 30 times in a row. And I remember I dropped a couple of F-bombs because I just kept messing it up. Like, come on. So anyways, that's it. All right. Jana, thanks for being here. Appreciate you. I did a juicing video live and got my juicer stuck. That's funny. Oh, life. That's it. Oh, life. All right. Thanks, guys, for being here. I hope that was helpful. Appreciate it. I'll see you next time. Bye.